So today I'm going to show you guys how I make my vegan pizzas at home. So the first thing, I'm just going to show you the sauce that I make. And so these are just some fresh herbs from my garden. I have basil and thyme, a few other things. I don't know what they are, but they're in there. And so I'm going to chop those up, and then I cook them with just a no salt tomato sauce. So you can just get anywhere organic tomatoes pureed already. And then I'm going to slow cook it on the stove with a little bit of coconut sugar for probably like a half hour, just so that flavors get really intense. And so at Trader Joe's, you can already buy some pre-made pizza dough. So to make it rise and to get fluffy, you're supposed to leave it in like a warm area and then cover it with a dish towel that's still kind of wet so it doesn't dry out. So this is just some of their herb dough that's been sitting outside. Since it's so hot here anyway, I can just leave it outside and it rises just fine. So there's the dough, and then I also use a whole wheat one. And then I just have some mushrooms and some more herbs, some tomatoes that I'm going to put on the top so they get all like charry and brown with the sauce for the pizzas. So this is just the sauce. Once it's simmered, it gets like reduced, so it's really intense in flavor. And then just for the shiitakes, just soak them in water if you get the dehydrated ones. And then instead of cheese, I make like a corn cheese. So this is just roasted corn blended with like herbs, kind of like poultry seasoning, what you would use in poultry seasoning. And so you just blend it with garlic and onion and some lemon, and that's actually what I use as my cheese sauce. And so some people do add nutritional yeast, and it definitely does give it more of a cheesy flavor, but I don't have any, so I just decided not to use it, and it was just as good. So I just smush it on top of the pizza. And then, so this is just one of them with like all the toppings and everything on it. And it's fun because I try to make them like personal pizzas. So I was cooking this for my family today. So this one is like my fake meat lovers pizza. That one's for my brother, and it just has like some tofu, chipotle type meat on it. And this one's mine. And this one looked like a foot, so I wanted to take a video of it because I'm like the world's worst pizza thrower. So these are the pizzas once they've been cooked on the grill. Just make sure your grill's hot, and this actually kind of was a just disaster because I couldn't get the pizzas off my counter, even though I had floured it, so most of them turned into calzones, which was interesting, and a lot of them burned, but they tasted really good, so it didn't matter. And yeah, so that's just kind of like my basic pizza go-to recipe with my corn sauce. So dairy-free pizza on the grill.